Rebecca Brandis to serve for the Wildcats. Dug up Walterstorff. Slide, flown, tip, dug up Rebecca Brandis. Back set goes to Tavo. Down the line, it's in for the kill. Wildcats take a 10-9 lead. Dordt leading 1-0 here in the second. Wildcats up 10-9 here in the second. Rebecca Brandis, short serve off the tape, doesn't get over, and a point for Dordt. Jocelyn Bausma returns for the defenders as we're tied at 10 here in the second, and she will serve. Dug up by Ray Brandis. Back set it goes to Tavo. It's blocked, dug up by Rebecca Brandis of Indiana Wesleyan. Collicott tips deep, dug up by Bausma. Overpass and an over violation called on Indiana Wesleyan's Christine Egebrecht. No argument from Candace Moats, and a point for Dordt, who leads 11-10. Short serve. Quick set in the middle. Egebrecht dug up by Bausma. Out it goes to Krausman, and a net violation called on Indiana Wesleyan. First blocking error for the Wildcats. And it's 12-10 in favor of Dordt. They called that one on Egebrecht. Serve dug up by Rebecca Brandis. Out it goes to Collicott. Off the block, dug up by the Wildcats. Set in the middle, Egebrecht is blocked by the Dordt defenders, and I believe that was Lindsay Flown, and it's 13-10 for Dordt. Timeout called by Candace Moats of Indiana Wesleyan. Dordt leads 13-10 and up 1-0 here in the second. Josh Banker back with you on Court 1, Pool C. Number 3, Dordt, number 4, Indiana Wesleyan battling for the last spot in Pool C, going to the elimination round tomorrow. Tip by Indiana Wesleyan. Brooke Heist, tip by Gasek, saved by Tavo of Indiana Wesleyan, and shot long by Egebrecht of the Wildcats, and Dordt has a 14-10 lead. Bausma again to serve. Off the tape and into the net, and a point for the Wildcats. Second service error for the defenders. Rogan returns for Indiana Wesleyan and will serve. Bausma with the pass. Set goes outside. Krausman will get the kill for Dordt. Megan Krausman with 6 kills. She leads Dordt. She's hitting .214, and Dordt leads 15-11. Siri Nelson back in and serves. Set goes in the middle. Egebrecht will get dug up nicely by Bausma. Free ball coming to Indiana Wesleyan. Haller outside. A net violation. Net violation called on Katie Haller. And it's 16-11 Dordt. As I mentioned before, Indiana Wesleyan 1-5 last night against Lindsay Wilson to force this elimination match. And an ace for Dordt this time. Siri Nelson gets a second ace for Dordt. They lead 17-11. Rebecca Brandis with the pass. Set goes outside. Collicott tips line and will get the kill. Collicott with her second kill. She was hitting in the negative before that, now back to 0. And it's 17-12 in favor of Dordt. Troyer back in, serves for the Wildcats. Dug up Bausma, set to Floan in the middle. Block dug up by Troyer. Set way outside. Ray Brandis off the block out of bounds, and a point for the Wildcats. 17-13. Wildcats trying to get a run in them to get back in the second set and tie it at 1. Troyer serve, dug up by Bausma, overpass tip, dug up by Nelson. Nice play by Dordt. Walterstorff tip over the block, off the tape, dug up by the Wildcats. Ray Brandis dug up Brookheis. Gasink out to Walterstorff, and it's blocked by the Wildcats. Egebrecht was there along with Katie Haller, and block assists for both of them. Indiana Wesleyan back within 3 at 17-14. Troyer again to serve for the Wildcats. Dug up Brookheis. Slide to Floan. Block dug up by Gasink. Walterstorff will just get it over. Haller out to Ray Brandis. Down the line it goes, and Indiana Wesleyan is back within 2 at 17-15. Timeout called by Dordt. They still lead by 2 and up 1-0. We'll be back in a moment. Josh Banker back with you here at court number 1. Biola, the number 1 seed in this pool, is already advanced. Indiana Wesleyan and Dordt fighting for the last spot in this pool. Dordt up 1-0 and up 17-15 out of their own timeout. Walterstorff puts it in. (18-15) Dordt. Walterstorff now with 5. She's back to hitting 0 after being negative before that. Hahn with the serve. Outside it goes to Ray Brandis, who shoots it down the line. Ray Brandis with 6. She leads, or excuse me, is tied now with Remy Buckner for the team lead. Buckner back in up front now. Brookheis with the pass. Gasink to Walterstorff, dug up by the Wildcats, out to Brandis again, who tips, dug up by number 12, Siri Nelson, over to the Wildcats. Buckner tips, dug up by Gasink, set to Gasink. Wildcats still have it. Ray Brandis shoots it over, dug up by Bausma. Now it's Horstman, cross court, dug up by the Wildcats. Ray Brandis again, cross court, dug up by Brookheis. Dumped by Gasink, dug up by the Wildcats over to Dordt. Gasink out to Horstman, who tips. Can they save it? Yes, they can. Dordt with it. Horstman swings and gets dug up. Rally still going. Dordt with it. Slide to Horstman off the tape is good. A 72-touch rally from these two teams. I'm exaggerating a little bit. Just a little bit. Dordt leads by 3, 19-16. Gasink to serve. Dug up by Troyer, and it's shot out of bounds by Ray Brandis, and another point for Dordt, who now leads by 4, 20-16. Kayla Gasink has got 20 assists and 9 digs already to serve. Dug up by Troyer. Set to Buckner, who tips, has it blocked. Dug up by Wildcats. Ray Brandis and a net violation. Nope, we're still playing. Ball blocked out of bounds. And a point for the defenders on the kill from Horstman, and a timeout called by Chad Hansen by Candace Moats of Indiana Wesleyan. Dordt leads 21-16 here in the second, up 1-0. We'll be back in a moment. Fans, make sure to check out more exciting action of the other NAIA National Championships by going to NAIA.org. The Men's and Women's Soccer National Championship is available now. Go to the NAIA website for more information. That's www.naia.org. Back here at the Gateway Arena, the 34th Annual NAIA National Championship. The finale of Pool C for the number 3 and 4 seeds, the Dordt Defenders and Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats respectively, both 1-1, fighting for the last spot here in Pool C. Dordt leads 1-0 and up 21-16 here in the second. Short serve dug up by Rebecca Brandis of Indiana Wesleyan. Out to Ray Brandis, who shoots it in for the kill. Ray Brandis was 7. Wildcats still down 4, but back on serve with Katie Haller, their setter. Deep serve, dug up Walterstorff. Gaysake to Keel, down the line. It's on the back line for the kill. The Keel kill, point Dordt. Walterstorff serve, dug up Ray Brandis. Tied to the net. And we've got a over violation called on Dordt. Took a long time for up referee to make a final decision there, but I think that was the right one. Ray Brandis back to serve now for the Wildcats, down 4, 22-18. Dug up Walterstorff. Set to Horseman, tough angle, dug up Rebecca Brandis. Back set goes to Tavo. It's off the antenna and a point for Dordt. Tavo hasn't had many swings, just 8. She's got 2 kills and 2 errors. 23-18 Dordt. Brooke Heiss serve, dug up by her counterpart Rebecca Brandis, set inside to Remy Buckner. Nice dig by Brooke Heiss. Out it goes to Krausman, dug up by the Wildcats. Collicott tip is no good, and a point for Dordt. Set point 24-18 for the defenders here in set 2, looking to go up 2-0. Serve is long and a point for the Wildcats. Set point number 2 for Dordt. Their fans on their feet. Served by Rebecca Brandis, dug up Walterstorff. Set in the middle. Floan gets it in. She'd been quiet here in the second set, and Floan ends it for Dordt here in the second. They win 25-19 and now lead the best of 5, 2-0. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Be back with you for set 3. Winner of this match goes to the elimination round tomorrow morning. Dordt leads Indiana Wesleyan 2-0. Back at the Gateway Arena in the Tyson Event Center, Josh Banker with you in the 34th Annual NAI National Championship. The finale of Pool C for the number 3 seeded Dordt College Defenders and the number 4 seeded Wildcats from Indiana Wesleyan. Right now it's all Dordt, 2-0. The winner of this will claim the number 2 spot out of this pool to advance to the elimination round that starts tomorrow morning. Number 1 seed Biola will be the number 1 seed, courtesy of their 2 wins against Dordt and Indiana Wesleyan. So they will advance tomorrow as well. They'll be playing on this court against the 2nd seed Lindsey Wilson, which will come up here in just a few minutes after this match. But right now it's been all Dordt. They're hitting 189, which isn't, spectacular or anything, but they're really playing good defense, solid in serve receive. Only only run reception error. They're being led by Walterstorff and Krausman, who has 6 kills apiece. Floan and Horseman with 5. For Indiana Wesleyan, it's 7 for Ray Brandis, 6 for Remy Buckner, and 5 for Christine Egebrecht. Indiana Wesleyan will start in the near court, down 2-0. Dordt will start to end the match here in this 3rd set in the far court. And it'll be Kayla Brookheist to serve for Dordt to start set 3, up 2-0. Winner of this one advances, loser goes home. Serve dug up by Ray Brandis. Set goes out to Tavo. Tavo off the tape gets the kill. Wildcats up 1-0 to start the third. Third kill for Tavo. Ray Brandis back to serve. Back in up front is Kristen Perdina. Ray Brandis serve deep. Dordt sets it out to Walterstorff over the block and into the tape, and a point for Indiana Wesleyan. And actually that was Krausman, not Walterstorff. My apologies. Walterstorff's in the back row. Ray Brandis serves, leading 2-0 for Indiana Wesleyan. Walterstorff with the pass. Out to Krausman again, and it's blocked, but dug up by Dordt, but over to the Wildcats. Perdina swings, but a double is called on Katie Haller of Indiana Wesleyan. Wildcats with the lead. Dordt on serve. Short serve by Rebecca Brandis. Pass by Rebecca Brandis, and then Buckner hits it out for the Wildcats. Bausma back to serve for the defenders. Dug up by Ray Brandis. Out it goes to Perdina. Blocked. Dug up by Rebecca Brandis of the Wildcats. Set to Tavo. Cross court. Nice dig by the defenders. Gaysink will get called for a double. First ball handling error called on Kayla Gaysink. Indiana Wesleyan leads 3-2, and Rebecca Brandis will serve for the Wildcats. Dug up by Gaysink, by Brookheist, her counterpart. Dumped over, nice dig by Brandis. And then Egebrecht in the middle gets the kill for the Wildcats. Christine Egebrecht makes it 4-2 for Indiana Wesleyan here in the third, down 2-0. Brookheist can't control it, and it's an ace for Rebecca Brandis of the Wildcats. Second of the evening for Indiana Wesleyan. They lead 5-2. She looks for Brookheist again. Good pass this time. Set goes outside, one-on-one, hit wide by Krausman, and a point for Indiana Wesleyan. 6-2. That's the 6th attack there already for Krausman. Indiana Wesleyan by 4. Ball dug up by Floan. She will tip off the slide. Dug up Rebecca Brandis, but not saved, and a point for Dordt. Good effort there by Rebecca Brandis, but a point for the Dordt defenders. And Siri Nelson returns for Dordt. Down 6-3, but up 2-0. Ball dug up by Rebecca Brandis. Set to over the head of Egebrecht, and Perdina couldn't save it. It's a point for Dordt, who's back within 2 at 6-4. Back set to Tavo. Dug up Bausma. Dumped over and in by Gaysink. Kayla Gaysink with her second, and it's a 6-5 ball game. Indiana Wesleyan lead down to 1. Short serve, dug up Rebecca Brandis, set outside, and a double called again on Katie Haller. That's the 4th double already for Haller, and a timeout called by Candace Moats of the Wildcats. Dordt leads 2-0, and they're back with a 6-6 tie here in the 3rd. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Join 60,000 others who feel the same way. You'll never run out of room to grow on the court, field, track, or in the classroom and as a person. There are lasting friendships waiting to be made. With students, coaches, and the entire campus community. Learn more at naia.org. Josh Baker back with you at the Gateway Arena in the Tyson Event Center, 34th Annual NAIA National Volleyball Championship. Pool C, winner of this match will be the number 2 seed out of this pool. The 3rd seed in this pool is the Dordt Defenders. They lead 2-0 over the number 4 seed Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats. And it's tied at 6 here in the 3rd. After the Wildcat timeout, slide goes to Egebracht, and she puts it in. Christine Egebracht with the kill. That's her 7th. Indiana Wesleyan leads 7-6. Lindsay Rogan back for the Wildcats to serve. Brooke Ice, not a good pass. Set to Floan, dug up by Rebecca Brandis, tipped by Egebracht. Off the net, saved over to the Wildcats. Slide, Egebracht, dug up Nelson. Brooke Heiss gets it over for the Defenders. Set outside to Perdina, nice dig, Brooke Heiss. Outside it goes, dug up by Ray Brandis, overpass, put away by Floan. Lindsay Floan with the kill. Dordt's tied it at 7 in the 3rd. Ball dug up by Ray Brandis, tied at the net. Defenders with it. Gaysink tries to tip it over, dug up and over to the Defenders. Outside it goes and crossed down the line by Horstman out of bounds, and a point for the Wildcats. But just a second, it looks like they're going to be called for a net violation. Let's see what they call here. Our down referee is going to go talk to our up referee about this. And they are going to reward the point to Dordt. So the net violation stands before the ball went out of bounds. Dordt takes an 8-7 lead. Serve dug up by Rebecca Brandis. Slide to Egebracht. Corner into the kill. Bausma couldn't get there, and it's tied at 8. Walter Storff back in the front row. Raina Troyer to serve for the Wildcats. Near court tied at 8. Short serve, nice dig, overpass tip, put away by Ray Brandis. Indiana Wesleyan retakes the 9-8 lead. Ray Brandis now with 8. Check that, make that 7. Troyer to serve again. Slide, Walter Storff, too long, point Indiana Wesleyan. Walter Storff hitting in the negative. 10-8, Indiana Wesleyan with the lead. she hasn't quite been the same since Tuesday night when Biola really took it to her yesterday. Walterstorff dug up by Troyer. Roll shot. Ray Brandis puts it in. Nice decision and a kill for the Wildcats as she's got 9. And a 3-point lead for the Wildcats forces a timeout from Chad Hansen of the defenders. We'll take one ourselves. Dordt leads 2-0, but down 11-8 here in the third. Josh Banker back with you here at the Gateway Arena. We're on Court 1, Pool C. Winner of this one goes to the elimination round starting tomorrow morning as the second seed out of Pool C, joining Biola. Indiana Wesleyan on serve. Slide goes to Keel, and she puts it away for Dordt. Keel with 4. It's 11-9. Actually make that 3 for Keel. Dordt down 2, back on serve receive. Gasink back to serve now for the defenders. Cross court dug up by Troyer. Slide to Egebracht, corner, gets another one. Christine Egebracht really taking control offensively for Indiana Wesleyan here in the third. She's got 9, joining Ray Brandis for the team lead. And for the match lead for that matter. Served by Egebracht, dug up by Brooke Heiss. Set in the middle, tipped by Walterstorff is good. Smart play by Walterstorff gives Dordt the kill, and they're back in within 2. Walterstorff serve, dug up by Rebecca Brandis. Set goes out to her sister Ray Brandis, who is blocked by Dordt. Keel and Horstman gets the block assists. Back within 1 is Dordt at a 12-11 tally. Walterstorff dug up by Ray Brandis. Set to Ray Brandis. Down the line off the block, out of bounds, and a point for the Wildcats. Ray Brandis the first into double figures with 10 kills. It's 13-11 in favor of the Wildcats. Katie Haller to serve. Down the line, bad pass and an ace for the Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats. Hahn couldn't control it, a point for the Wildcats. Serve way out of bounds and a point for Dordt, Flown back in up front. Horstman checks out. Brooke Heiss to serve for the defenders. Serve deep, dug up by Ray Brandis. Bumps it way outside to Tavo. Cross court. Can they save it? Yes. Indiana Wesleyan with it. From the back row, Ray Brandis dug up by the defenders. Quick set in the middle is tipped over and dug up by Rebecca Brandis. Buckner tipped off the block, dug up by Dordt, but over to Indiana Wesleyan. Flown puts away the overpass for the kill. 14-13 Wildcat lead is